Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through servers, guys. So a server is nothing but in simple words you can say a server will be responding for the requests requested by the clients, guys. So it is a reply way. So it will be replying to the requests. Okay. So a process that implements a specific service on behalf of a collection of clients. So the two operations that it can do is nothing but wait. Okay, or it can provide the service. Okay, so it can do those two operations. Okay, so similarly we are having two types of servers, guys. Okay, so the first one is nothing but iterative server and the second one is nothing but concurrent server. So from the names also you can say. So iterative server, the server handles the request, then returns a result to the client if any new request must wait for the next request to complete. So basically the sentences might not be in a proper way. You can write on your own, guys. So basically assume that this is your server and there are two clients, C1 and C2. Okay, C1 and C2. Okay, so assume that C1 requested for some data and assume that at the same time C2 requested. C1's request was not fulfilled even though C2 has been requested. So C2 must wait until C1 completes, and once C1 completes, the processing of C2 will be done, guys. So in simple words, you can say queue structure or any kind of sequential approach will be used here. That is nothing but iterative. Okay, similarly concurrent. So from the name you can say now. So basically here you will be using any kind of threading concept or any kind of RPCs by using of which you can run concurrently. So basically if a server gets a request from client 1 and client 2, both the responses can be given at the same time. They can run parallelly. So server itself does not handle the request. A separate thread or sub-program or process handles the request and return the result to the client. No wait, parallel execution is available here. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea. Okay. So similarly now few more divisions is nothing but based on their states, guys. So these stateless or statefulness is one of the most commonly used word in whenever you are discussing about distributed systems, guys. So stateless server. So no information is maintained on current connection to the server. Okay. So here this is nothing but classic websites, web servers, guys. Okay. So no information is maintained on current connection to the server. So you are having some connection with the server, right? So you will not have any kind of information that what type of server you are connecting, where you are connecting, and all those things you will not be having any idea. The website will be shown to you. You can use it. In that way, it will be there. Similarly, stateful servers. So information is maintained on the current connection to the server. So basically here the information and everything will be 100% clear, and you can also see it. Okay, so that is nothing but stateful server. Okay, so I hope everyone got some basic idea about this servers. So in the next lecture we will be going through one of the concept that is nothing but code migration. So this also from the name only you can say. So here you are migrating code from one system or somewhere to somewhere. Okay, so we'll be discussing about that in detail, guys. Okay, and we'll be also discussing about reasons and all those things. Okay, so let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.